Hello. It's been a while. I'm just playing some solo challenge so I could focus more on getting my thoughts in order. Because it's been, I think, about a month since we got two of the Mega Pokemon licenses, with two more on the way, Mega Lucario and Mega Charizard X. I'll be playing Mega Charizard X for this one. I don't know if the video will go on long enough for me to play Lucario. But yeah, I just want to get my thoughts about this in order, because I think I do have some things to say. But I I don't want to make particularly negative videos, but I'm not the biggest fan of how this is being handled. What I want to start off with is I can loosely get the idea behind the Mega Pokemon. Basically, the idea is the Unite moves are fundamentally like possibly fight swinging. However, once the Mega Evolution runs out, you're particularly vulnerable, so you can just be killed if you mess it up. Which I can understand that, but it feels like that's where the sort of design philosophies stopped being sound. So, how they're doing the Mega Pokemon is that they're all locked to one specific set for Mega Charizard. They're locked into Fire Punch and Flare Blitz. So kind of an issue with that is for the sets on the non-Mega variants, the Pokemon in question is totally power crept. Like at this point there's very little reason to if you want to run Flare Blitz Fire Punch on say Charizard because say there's a lot of divers on the team, so you want to be able to handle them in melee. There's very little reason to go with standard Charizard over Mega Charizard. And it's not just in and this doesn't just cause problems in the Mega Pokemon's favor. If the Mega Pokemon kind of feels one-dimensional builds-wise, a lot of Pokemon already have a bit of an issue where there's only really one good set that you can run that's really run. But like it almost feels like every build. But like, I genuinely think every build for the Mega Pokemon are going to be looking the exact same because there's very little reason to swap items around. And I don't think having a third extra item is grounds enough for to be having a third extra item isn't a good reason to run the non-Mega Pokemon, because like I'm pretty sure even someone like Attack Weight would pales in comparison to be able to I'm discussing it, but I wasn't considering the test, but I just need footage. So yeah, get back here. That was not necessary. So yeah, I can kind of understand the philosophy loosely, only. And we're already in. I know this is probably going to be a topic that already came up, but although I'm not going to try to claim that Mega Pokemon are entirely about counterplay, because again, if you can survive long enough for the Mega gauge to run out, they're quite easy to kill. These are easily the most powerful releases we've had in the game in such a long time. Like, I'm pretty sure this is launch Duraludon or it's launch Sandra levels of absurd. Which is funny enough. I always thought that for a while that Pokemon Unite actually did a not terrible job of making the options feel balanced. But the issue with, but my core issue with the Mega Pokemon is that they straight up power creep their non-Mega counterparts, which and them being locked to only one moveset and only having 2 rounds as opposed to a full 3, it feels like kind of a band-aid. Kind of, which is kind of like how Zacian which is kind of like how Zacian ended up at launch. Saying she had only, you couldn't really say that she's not overpowered because she only has 2 items. It was because the rest of her kit was so strong. And another thing with the Mega Pokemon is, because of this, they went back and they applied these changes to the Mega Mewtwo's, which almost feels, which in those cases almost comes across as nerfs. Because like, well, they've already been pretty much pre-balanced with a full free set of lines, but they're also designed at an era where legendary Pokemon were expected to use up their AOS energy, sacrificing their ability to score in order to have more powerful combats. Which is a design philosophy I think almost every legendary Pokemon followed up until Suicune. It wasn't a particularly good one because it doesn't really matter if you spend all of your points if the entire enemy team's dead and the rest of your team is ready to score. And I know the Mega Pokemon got nerfed like a short while before the video, but I still think they're incredibly strong. I wouldn't know. I think they might actually be. I think Mega Charizard in particular might actually be stronger, almost as strong, if not stronger than Suicune. I know the release isn't recent enough for me to clickbait it as, is this the most overpowered Pokemon Unite Pokemon in the history so far? Because, like, it's pretty clear, the Mega Poke evolutions, were being made like this because of, they pretty much the advertising Legends EA, and hoping to get people to prepare their way to, prepare their way to unlock the Mega Pokemon right away so they don't have to make use of the trial licenses. Which, while incredibly skeevy, does make a good amount of sense. But most people didn't pay for them because it was pretty easy to unlock them for free. The only reason I didn't get Mega Charizard for free in time was because I had a lot of stuff to do in real life, so I didn't have much time to play the game. Alright, so. And it almost feels a little nuts. It almost feels a little nuts to now that Mega Evolution isn't tied behind score anymore. For Mega Charizard anyways. And like I said, they effectively nerfed the Mega Mewtwo's because like Mega Mewtwo's were nowhere near their level of brokenness as they were back in the day. I know a Mega Mewtwo was involved in the victory at Worlds at that point, but I'm pretty sure most of the attackers in that game at the time were pretty on the weaker end. So And Mega Mewtwo wasn't broken. Mega Mewtwo Y wasn't broken, while Mega Mewtwo X is actually quite weak. And I don't think the massive stagflation they got this patch is going to particularly help them. So yeah, I don't know what else. I don't know what else to say. I'm a little I don't exactly hate hate every single thing of what they're going for here. But I do think there needs to be more care to not make the Mega variants simply better versions of the existing one. Because like, I hope for at least for the next Mega variant, they lock the moveset to the less popular choice. Because if they release like Mega Absol with only with who's locked to Night Slash and Psycho Cut, which is already like, it's not the strongest combo, but it's like definitely the most popular combo, then I'm pretty sure no one is actually going to play Absol in serious contests. Meanwhile, and the only people who play people who play base Absol are going to be playing them for Pursuit and Sucker Punch. So yeah, that's all I really have to say. See you in like 15 months or something, and subscribe if you want. Bye.